Hi there, this is Val with Folk Art Wings, and I've been doing flip through videos on my channel, but I wanted to start doing some of the crafts that I do that go along with the book page arts and journal making, and I love working with just any kind of page out of a book. I started this project of doing tassels. I wanted to hang them from the spine of a journal, and I thought it looked really cute. And then I've always liked tassels of any fiber and loved making them. And I would hang them from knobs on like my china cupboard or tape it to just the loop on the back of a plate and have that hanging down on the plate. And I have some of those examples in my Etsy shop. It goes by Folk Art Wings on Etsy.com. And I show some sampling when I offer up any of the tassels for sale. And so anyways, all you have to do is gather a couple of, book pages. If they're substantial, if they're sturdy, you hear that? These are sturdy, okay? I can fold them and they won't break, they won't tear, they won't crease. They'll crease, but not crackle, I mean. But look at this, beautiful color. Interesting, isn't it? I love the color. But every time I touch it and do things, it does that kind of thing. I'm getting that reaction from it, and it'll crumble. So when I do backer cards or laminated covers for a journal, I will laminate those, and because they're wonderful, they've got great color, and I don't want to just throw them away. They can be used, given a different purpose, so to speak. Okay, so all you need to do is pick out your paper. And like I said, if it's real thin, you're going to have a problem with it not amounting to much when it comes to when you do your roll up. It's not going to be much. You'll have to add a sheet to another sheet. And I do that by just laying down. I like to be consistent with my paper size. And so I'll overlap them like that. Just put a little glue stick here, overlap them like that. And then when that dries, I fold them back. And the reason why I do that is I can get twice the cut. And then when I do it, this is thicker, more manageable. It's easier to roll. So depending on the thickness of your paper, you might have to do 2-3 layers at a time. This paperback, and I use paperback books always because you can tear them out and you're not ruining a double page that you might be able to use in your journal. Okay, other than that, you can use wrapping paper, tissue paper, book page, like I said, crepe paper, for this project. Whatever you've got on hand, use it. Don't go out and buy anything. And this is old book paper. You can use atlases, maps. I'll show you this one. I love the color of this, all the color that's showing in it. And I've doubled and quadrupled this to cut. So you can speed the process along. But you can sit in front of your TV or chit chat with a friend. And while you're together having coffee, she can help you tear the pages out of your books if she wants to help. You might get her going on book crafts too. But it's a mindless craft. And so when I'm going to start I gotta show you how to cut. Like, it's just so difficult, I have to show you how to cut. Okay, I've got 2 pieces glued together, all right? And you just take your expensive tool, a pair of scissors that you don't mind using on paper. You try to cut the same width every strip and as straight as you can. And I'm not a perfectionist, so it's okay when I know for a fact that some are thicker than others and some are crooked. But as long as I don't snip it off, and even that is salvageable. But I want to show you something. Wherever the print stops, that's my guide for not going too long in my cutting, too far up the page, all right? So that's just a clue, and it helps you not cut past the line, and that way your fringe is all the same length. And if you're going to add on, you just make sure you have pages from the same book. And I'm going to show you, this has been clipped off or torn off. It's not going to make a big difference when I start rolling. So let's see, I'll do this side. And I'm just going to gently roll and try and keep this edge as straight as possible when I'm rolling. And as I roll, I don't use toothpicks or a pencil or straw or anything like that. But do you see that? It tends to flatten it out. Don't worry about it. You just pinch it and it's around again, okay? So I'm going to do this as quickly as I can so you're not bored out of your mind, as the glue is not holding to my glue stick. It's a new one, but it's not holding the papers together like normal. So I may have to go get a different one and keep doing this today. But I never use the liquid glue on this part until I'm done. And I'm almost at the end, okay? This is making a small one, but it's going to be really cute. All right, so then I put glue at the top of that page and glue on the top of that one because it was coming loose. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm not off camera, I hope. And I just wrap it around. Get that roundness look again. Isn't that cute? Those pages still have some glue from when I tore them off the book. That's funny. I'll clip that in a minute. And now I'm going to take this little piece of jute. Usually I take the 2 cut ends and I'll fill the hole up with glue, my liquid glue. Okay? And I usually put the tail ends right here in the hole. And I'm not going to do that this time because I'm putting an eyelet at the top of the spine of my journal that I'm going to add this to. And so I'm going to put the loop inside that little hole. And if I need a little assistance, I can always get a toothpick here and push it down some. Oops. Try to. There we go. Twist it out gently while I'm holding on to my string, I hope. Oh my goodness, why is it so hard this time? I've never had this problem. Of course, while I'm filming, I'm going to have this problem. Bear with me. Anyways, we poke that in there. I need another toothpick that's not as sticky, maybe. See if this will work. Okay. I use everything till there's nothing left, and that's what's happening with the toothpicks. They have glue all over them, so they're not working as well. Okay, well, the nice thing is I've got this, and I can just tighten a knot right through one of those metal eyelets at the top of my spine, and I've got a paper dangle to go along with the junk journal theme. And it's not finished there. So I usually wrap mine with burlap, as you can see. And they, you make them all different sizes. Just be consistent with the one you're doing. But I thought, well, why don't I use some pretty ribbon? So I think what I'm going to try this time is just lay the ribbon across. I think I'll cut some so it's easier to manage. Okay. Let's see. Just overlap, crisscross overlap, and then come around, and then I will crisscross again. I don't want a lot of glue showing, so I'm trying to do it before I have to add glue at the top. Okay, now I'm going to go around, and then this one goes this way. Oh, come on now. I do this every time. Don't put your strings in the center first. Get your wrap done first. I always remember that after I've already started it, and now I don't want to stop. Anyways, that's probably why it fell out, to remind me, hey, you should have waited to put that on. But look how pretty that's going to be. And then I think what I'll do is tie it. If I can get my hands to work well enough to tie. Now that I'm 71, I can't seem to get my fingers to cooperate all the time. So I think for I'm going to tie it tight, maybe a double knot, square knot. There we go. Okay, and then I can let that dangle, all right, and cut it the length I want. Or I can just put a bow. See what we can do with this. I hope I'm not bumping the camera. Oh, me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Why can't I do this? I can't believe how hard the simplest things are these days. Okay. I need to, oh my gosh. I don't know how to edit my films yet, so this is whatever I film is what you get. Oh my heavens, that is ridiculous, Val. Come on. Well, there's a lot of things going on here with my hands, but I'm not going to go into health issues by any means. But I think that is absolutely lovely. And I have these two little ideas. I've got these little crocheted pieces that I bought at the Dollar Tree. And if you don't have one in town, don't worry about that. You can just take your another color of string and tie a big bow, loop it, loop it, loop it several times, and then make a big bow there, or a button. And I've got this old rhinestone shank button. Fits, the shank goes right in that little hole there. And I can glue that down and make it a little fancy dancy there, you know? So I probably, knowing me, I'd probably sew it on here first, and then I would glue it onto my tassel, just to make sure it holds well. But you can use any kind of button to do this with. And you can see all these are covered with jute at the top. So all you need is your liquid glue, glue stick if you must. I didn't really think it helped that much. Scissors, something to wrap at the top. It could be yarn. It could be any material that you've got. And oh, real quickly, I wanted to show how I package these up in my shop, because any of you who sell, you might want to know how I did that. And so you can see I've got 3 tassels in this little parcel, and this is a paper towel roll. I don't like using toilet paper rolls. I don't know, something about it bothers me. But anyways, I use the paper towel roll, and then I smash it flat, and I take my, and they've been smashed flat in this for a while. They'll fluff right up when you receive them, okay? But I just take all 3 at one time, side by side, and I push them up through the tube, and that keeps them so that a little more compact at the thickness, and I can put them in a 6x9 envelope a lot cheaper than having to put them in a box. And so I think all of us appreciate a little savings. This little pocket idea you can use for anything. And what I did was cover up the roll with this brown craft paper that comes in a small roll like this, and it was about the same. You know, you do it this way, but I did it this way, and then when I punched the sides, okay, that's a typical Val mistake, I realized, because when I punched the sides, I cut off some of it and it didn't overlap. But I kind of think that's cute, like a little tuxedo wrap, you know what I mean? Isn't that cute? And it makes it easier for it to go through the chutes at the post office and go through the slot. And it fits, and you can mail something up to, I think, a ½ inch in one of those envelopes. So, and another little quick tip, I always put my whatever spool or roll of yarn, or sometimes you can get a small skein of yarn at Dollar Tree, and so it's easy to put one of these jars. I'll ball up a bunch of ribbon. I put the whole shank of twine, which jute string, and I'm almost out of. But I put them in these sugar containers, and it keeps it from rolling all over the place when I tug on it, see? So I think that, that's helpful. Anything that would help us speed along and have an enjoyable experience when we're crafting. That's what it's all about, right, people? So that's it in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed watching. It's a quickie. It's for a newbie, really. And you can use these in so many ways. And visit my shop, and when you go to the tassel page, you'll see some of the examples of me hanging them on a nail, putting them on a knob, hanging them off of a little plate, maybe you can take the string like this, and oh, my string's got to be glued in again. But anyways, you can take that, loop it over a plate, and it hangs down on the plate in your china cupboard. Looks real cute. So there's, limitless. You can use them as gifts for people, party favors, whatever you would like. Ornaments on a tree with paper chain. That I love because I think that's really, really cute. And I did that back in the day. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope you come back again. And I'll be doing more how-tos, and we're starting from the beginning, like I would have wanted someone to help me along. So I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.